Hey everyone. So I'm gonna actually record audio this time. I don't even know what to talk about really. I want to talk about like the process of doing this drawing, but I think that's kind of boring, and I don't think people really enjoy that. I'm sure you'd rather hear anecdotal advice, or not anecdotal advice, like just what's going on with me in my life and stuff like that. But I don't know. I kind of just want to talk about the drawing. I'll figure out something interesting and fun to say next time. Um, but I'm drawing one of my Instagram friends' original characters as a really late birthday present. And I don't know, I've just felt really like not great in my abilities and my skill lately. So sometimes I kind of draw something that's like easy for me, kind of like like a little self-esteem boost for me. Just something comfortable, something in my comfort zone. That's what I mean. Not easy, something in my comfort zone. Um, so that I can just relax and not have to like challenge myself and push myself and learn something new necessarily. And this came out pretty well. I think it's a little overblended, it's a little overprocessed. You'll see that when we get to the end of the video. I just need to work on my edge control. I think that's a lot of it. I think I'm getting better with my whole life I've been trying to get contrast into my art. I think I'm getting better with that. I'm certainly pushing the boundaries of what I'm comfortable with. Um, it's just a little overprocessed, don't you think? It's a little overprocessed. But lately I've just not been feeling good about my art and like my contributions to the community, which is dumb because it's not like sociology or economics or something. It's fan art, but you know, it's not that serious, but to me it is, and I feel like I'm just not contributing enough, and like I just feel like I can't draw fast enough. That's the big one. I feel like the Instagram algorithm kind of everyone says this, but I feel like I can't do enough to keep people interested. But I work like a full-time job, and it's really demanding. And I have a lot going on in my personal life, and I've been trying to get myself like straightened out and sorted. And a lot of you, if you've been following me, you've known that I have been 2023 just was or 2022 was just not my year. I just didn't have a lot of time to focus on art um the way I want to. Lately all I want to do is practice. I just want to like learn and get better. I don't necessarily want to always like complete full uh well rendered, beautiful, detailed drawings. I just want to fucking draw, dude. Sometimes I don't want to sometimes I don't want the clout. Sometimes I don't need the clout. Sometimes I just want to fucking draw, dude. Um but it just feels very hollow and meaningless because I'm chronically on. I don't know. You can say eternally in online if you want to. I think that's a little bit more like respectful, but I'm gonna say that I'm chronically online. um I'm just constantly doom scrolling. I'm constantly comparing myself to other people. I'm constantly putting myself down, and I'll post something and I'll be like, this is the ugliest fucking thing that any human being has ever tried to publish. Why would I show this to people? um Sorry, this is a very unscripted video. I've just been rambling, but you know, that's just kind of how I feel. That's why I haven't been posting as much. Like, I'll start something and I'll think this looks like dog crap. This looks like diarrhea dog crap. No one should ever have to see how hideous this thing that I've attempted to draw is. And I'll delete it and start over. And then I'll do that for like months on end. I'll start a drawing, it'll look like dog crap, and then I'll like delete it completely, start entirely over. Um, and I'm always trying to like push myself to draw something I don't normally draw, but I'm bad at it, right? Because I don't normally draw that, and then I feel bad, and I don't want to draw. This just sucks. I like practicing anatomy. That's what's really fun to me. I like and skin tones. And I think that the practice has been paying off. I'll probably post some like comparisons of this to other drawings I've done that are similar to this in the past. Like I said, I'm getting a lot better at like shapes. I think that if you get like all of the shapes of the body right, that'll make shading it so much easier because you know what all the planes are, you know where all the planes like turn and shift. Um, so doing more in-depth anatomy studies has really helped my like skin tone and shading, and just treating everything like it's a shape is really important. Um, I'm looking at this now. I'm like watching the video as I speak over it, and I maintain that I overblended. Um, and I think what would have fixed it is if I had used more hard edges. Like you can see on the legs, there's lots of like soft shading, blah, blah, blah. And there's not like a lot of hard edges. I think that would have really helped. I don't remember if I closed my window. It's okay. I'm not saying anything obscene. I'm just talking about how, like, performing art, like the act of performing art has just taken all of the fun out of it. But I'm still having fun, I guess. It's just there's also this like all of this like negative emotion associated with comparing myself to others, but a lot of fun's come out of it too. Like we have there's a lot of good people in the Discord server, and actually coming up, if you know Neptune Art on Instagram, some of this is his tips, like adding red tones to where blood pools, so like around the shoulders, the cheeks, things like that. And then there's also like a map for other colors as well. But I've tried that in the past and I couldn't get it to work, but he can. So maybe I'll have to figure something out. I don't know. I'll keep practicing at it. I like the skin tones I picked. I think that it looks very like organic, but still vibrant. I do this thing where, because I don't want the shading to be muddy, because if you pick cool tones for everything, it'll come up really muddy. I think I go too far in the other direction. I think I make the shading kind of like reddish. And then another thing I do is, in the past, I haven't done highlights and shades. I've just done like a monotones form of shading, and that's not gonna work. I do want to talk about the drawing right now instead of myself. That step I just did, I always add a light to dark gradient, except I don't do white to dark anymore because the white part at the top like washes out the face, so I just do like a transparent to black. And I think I got that from Mark Bernay, and he says it kind of mimics like your eyes land on the face first and they travel downward, so it like reads better. It reads more naturally to have the bottom half of the image be darker than the top half. But if I use white to black, the white part washes out the skin tone at the top, so I just do transparent to black. But you can do that with other colors and change like the vibrancy, and you can use that for lighting as well. I do that all of the time. Here's the blushing part I was talking about earlier. I should script these videos. But see, here's the thing. If I script them and it takes a lot of time, I won't want to do it. That's why the quality's so bad. Like, if it takes a long time to draw, I won't feel like doing it. So you're getting the bare minimum that I can offer. And more importantly, I just want to show you guys what I'm doing in case it's helpful at all. Like, I try to like record my whole screen, and I try to do it slow enough so that you can see what's going on. And I want you to see like the blending layers or the blending modes in my layers, and I like name my layers really well, I feel like, so that you can tell exactly what's going on in case this is helpful to anybody. That's really what I'm more interested in. I'm just more interested in like positively affecting the community and contributing in a meaningful way, but it never feels like that. It always feels like I'm just clout chasing. I did, so there are a lot of pauses because I was in a call and I was doing regular tours, and I never cut out my pauses. But I'm also taking screenshots to send to my friend on Instagram, Sophia, so that you can, so I could show it to her and just double check with her along the way. You know, because I draw suggestive stuff sometimes. I know, this is a shock, but this is just really fun content for me to do. And it sucks because it's like I just draw the same thing over and over again, and it makes me feel like I'm not improving. But if I'm learning and struggling, then it's gonna take longer. like weeks, because I'm learning. I've never done it before. But then that feels counterproductive because I'm not getting likes. But it's not counterproductive. I'm getting better. And I need that, like, I need those weeks where I don't post anything so that I can, like, learn and improve, because, like, if you're more focused on getting content out, you have to do what's easy to you. And if you're doing what's easy to you, I feel like you're not going to learn. This is just me whinging. Sorry, that was a gross laugh. This is just me complaining the whole time. Yeah, just a 15-minute video of me complaining. And very occasionally talking about what's going on in the video here. I like what I did with the black tones. The thing is like, some of the skin tone, some of the shadows need to be almost black, and I never get that part right. I never get enough contrast. I think you can see later I sort of like cheat at getting contrast. I go up to the overlay layer, and then I like erase out parts of the black part at the bottom. Like I erase that out of the overlay layer, and then that creates contrast because it's like the lack of the dark tone in that area. I'm kind of like fudging contrast. I do that in lighting too. Like I'll use a multiply layer and then go back over that with like a hard light layer and a soft brush and like a color that I want to simulate light. That helps a lot of the time. But it didn't make sense to draw like a strong light source here because she's just standing. She's not really outside or anything. Oh, one more thing. I also should have added texture. She looks way too shiny. There's this thing you can do that I haven't done yet, but I've seen other people do, where you can add a noise, like a noise filter to the highlights of the skin, and that'll simulate pores, like just the natural texture of the skin, which is just surface scattering instead of subsurface scattering, where like light would hit it, all them little pores, them little bumps, and it would create texture. I definitely should have done that because this looks way too smooth and shiny. But I'll get it next time. I mean, this is a huge step up from what I normally do. I've been doing like lots of just practicing in the background. I post on my sketch account every day. Like the sketch account is where I get most of my, it's where I'm actually having fun. It's where I'm actually having fun. I also just need to not be chronically online. I just need to not be on Instagram so much. I'm just addicted to the little notifications. And it doesn't matter. All that matters is that like people appreciate what I'm doing and I'm like helping people, or like people are getting something out, because I want people to like be able to follow the steps that I'm doing, and I want to help people in their own art journeys while I'm improving. Like that's what's actually important to me. It's just that doesn't feel as good, you know. That's like a lot harder to get interest from. This is gonna be really confusing to the 20 people who watch this. And you'll be like, what is she talking about? I didn't script the video. What do you want from me? You want me to talk? You can probably also hear my AC in the background. Yeah, I think this turned out the best I can do so far. I'm glad that I pushed the contrast a little more. I wish I hadn't made it so shiny. And I need to fix my edge control. You can really see it like around the stomach area, because it's supposed to be, I'm trying to indicate that like the pelvis tilts back, but I didn't do a very good job. Not too bad though. Not too bad for this attempt. I'll talk to you guys later. Looks like this video is wrapping up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks so much, you guys.